Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm delving into some of Ren's older work and I'm checking out the track Dominoes as requested by one of my subscribers. I've not heard this one yet at all, so this is a first time listen for me. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Stuart. I'm a practicing psychotherapist. I specialise in working with people who've experienced trauma and I give my thoughts about music videos from a psychotherapy perspective. This isn't a deep dive analysis or anything, it's just my initial thoughts as they go through my mind. So let's check out this track, Dominoes by Ren.
Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. So bleed me of all my self-belief. My smile shows all my insecurity. In a kingdom of Photoshop, kings and queens will never feel happy with ourselves, but insecurity sells. Dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling.
Insecurity that hits hard. Quick story, but one of my first ever comments on one of my videos was on a video I did called An Exercise for Something, some form of exercise for anxiety. Someone commented, why don't you exercise a toothbrush? Which I gather is in relation to having rather yellow teeth caused by years of smoking, by the way. So don't smoke, it's bad for you. But I still remember my initial reaction was sadness. And then I felt anger as I thought, is this what this person took away from my video? I'm here trying to help people and I get that in return. And then after that brief cycle of sad to anger, I started thinking about teeth whitening and looking at prices. This is how powerful language is and what people say to us. It never even crossed my mind prior to that point. And I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but that's easier said than done. You can't unhear or unknow something someone has said, it just sticks. Although obviously I didn't get anything done about my teeth as I realised how ridiculous it was, especially as a man in his 40s who spent 13 years in the army with far worse banter than about my teeth. And I would tell you what I really wanted to comment back to that person, but I don't want to get banned from all social media. And there's an element here with my therapist hat on where I was thinking, what is going on for that person to have to say that to me? And I actually had a little bit of empathy for them in the end. They've got nothing better to do in their lives than leaving comments like that purely to try and hurt people or get a laugh from someone else. It's not worth it.
Kings and queens will never feel happy with ourselves.
Stop focusing on my teeth now.
But insecurity sells. Dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build us like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. You build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes.
And I wonder this, you build us up. Is this the cosmetic industry, is the social media that make you do things because of all these promises that people will like you more? Then when you do those things and it doesn't work, no one likes you any differently. But that's because there's this other thing you can do, this other way you can change yourself to build yourself up. And you just end up in this never-ending cycle of physically trying to improve yourself to make yourself feel better or to be accepted by other people. And as a side note, in acceptance and commitment therapy, we don't talk about self-esteem. We talk about improving self-acceptance, which is a far more important message, I think.
Back down, funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. I hide my head under the sheets. 'Cause how can I face a world that ridicules the weak? Where beauty is sold on the shelves, forbid that we find it in ourselves. And now I'm broke, it don't come cheap. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes fall.
There's only one winner in this game, and it sure isn't the person who's applying the makeup and trying to change themselves physically through plastic surgery or items of clothing or hiding themselves. They're not the winner. The people viewing them aren't the winners because most of the time they couldn't really care less. It's the industry that's winning. Don't forget that.
sheep. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Oh, you build this like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling.
Preying on the vulnerable, and it's disgusting.
Yo, build us up just to knock us back down. Funny how you act surprised when we hit the ground. We're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Araya was the most beautiful girl in this world. She shined like diamonds and rubies and...
Something's happening here, isn't it? He's going to drop something here. The only way Ren can drop something. I'm getting Screech, Jenny and Violet vibes here about Araya. Okay, let me strap myself in for this. I think this is going to be something powerful, knowing Ren. What happens to Araya?
The ground we're like dominoes, dominoes, dominoes falling. Araya was the most beautiful girl in this world. She shined like diamonds and rubies and pearls. But then, as soon as she turned 13, she forgot just how bright that it was that she gleamed. Stuck in the material world of magazines that glamorise fake and Photoshop beauty queens. Top 10 beauty tips making her feel inadequate. For the first time in her life, she felt ugly. So Araya stopped eating to lose weight. She spent her dinner money on some makeup for her face. But no matter how much she lost or how much she bought, she was never good enough, or so she thought. Araya felt she could never be loved. She started cutting her wrists and hiding her scars with gloves. At 16, an anorexic beauty queen, she collapses in a puddle of her tears and blood. Cause she never felt enough, she never felt enough. Your sellers all this lie that we must buy to keep in touch. We can never buy enough, never buy enough. All the riches in the world can't buy a sense of self-love. Funny how you act surprised when depression's levels rise, when you force feed inadequacy straight into our eyes. Television shows that praise the beautiful people, and talent competitions that just laugh at the feeble. Billboards, magazines, people turn to plasticine, molded like a factory. We're growing up to fear, feeling ugly. It's lunacy, and not even a community. Cause insecurity breeds judgment, judgment breeds hate, no unity. And hierarchy based upon aesthetics is what makes a kid in school get bullied for genetics. And I felt so ugly growing up. The way that I look sometimes got me beaten up. I mean, what the fuck sort of culture do we live in, when we're defined by the shape of our face, when we're ashamed by the size of our waist, when we're imprisoned by the form that we take? And so we keep buying and spending. That's just how this story goes. You build us up just to knock us back down, and we just keep falling like dominoes.
Oh, there's 10 seconds left apparently. Is that recovery time from listening to this? Oh my gosh. This hit hard. I was bullied a bit at school, sometimes for my voice, sometimes for the shape of my head, which sounds ridiculous, but apparently it's quite pointy. But it does make you feel really self-conscious. And I'm a father to 2 young girls, and I can already see this beginning to happen. The judgments, the wearing extra makeup, the fitting in with other peers, the social media comments and influences. And I'm taking the stance of education and acceptance over, outright blocks on social media. But I have to be honest, I'm dreading this as they get older. I know one day my daughter's going to come home crying because someone has said something about her. Because someone has said something about her looks. She's beautiful, by the way. But someone will make a snide comment, and it will hurt her, and it will stay with her. And I can't protect her from that. And I have to hold that myself and help her navigate those situations, the best way that I can. It's so hard being a young person going through this, and it's so hard being a parent helping a child go through this. Ren, pretty much every time, man, it causes this. That's how real and close to real life, his songs are. Well, there we go. There's my reaction to Dominoes. More on the way. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.